8 reasons why 2020 is the perfect time to start your freelancing career. Let's get started. Hey everyone, I am Rob from Top Career Consulting, and on this channel I explain exactly how I established myself as a successful freelance writer and digital marketer, as well as the tips and tricks that I've learned along the way. So if this is something that interests you, please consider subscribing down below, hit that bell notification so you receive all my new content as soon as I publish it. So we all know that 2020 has shifted so many things in our day-to-day lives, and with a lot of us spending more time at home, it's actually the perfect time to kickstart a freelancing career. So have you always dreamed of being your own boss? Do you have a passion for what you want to share with the world? This is really the perfect time to put yourself out there. Today, I'm talking about 8 reasons why 2020 is the perfect time to start a freelancing career. And by the time you're done watching this, I think you'll be motivated to get started developing your own business. So let's jump in. Number 1, freelancers are their own boss. So one of the best things about freelancing is that you are your own boss. That means you're completely in charge of everything that goes on in your business. You get to decide everything, how much work to take on, setting your schedule, how much you charge, where you work, and everything else in between. You are entirely independent. Not having to rely on anyone else gives you the freedom to set the direction of your freelancing business. You're not held up by deadlines or expectations set by somebody else. So many people working a typical 9-to-5 job crave this freedom. Although it comes with a lot of responsibility, it's definitely one of the biggest perks of becoming a freelancer. Number 2, freelancers make their own schedule. So since you're your own boss, as a freelancer, you have total control over when you work. So this is great if you're not someone that easily conforms to the standard work hours. Everyone works differently, and everyone has different parts of the day when they feel the most productive. So not everyone works best from 9 to 5. In fact, only approximately 1/3 of working adults have a body rhythm that allows them to go along with a 9 to 5 schedule. So in other words, 2/3 of people are going to work sleep deprived. So this leads to feeling burnt out, drained, and really miserable. It's no wonder so many people are exploring other ways to make a suitable income for their lives. And as a freelancer, you can develop a work schedule around your most productive hours. Additionally, you may have other responsibilities and priorities, and you can fit your working hours around these obligations as well. So freelancing is a great option for stay-at-home moms who have to work around family schedules, and really gives you the flexibility, which is another reason why it's appealing to so many people. Number 3, freelancers can work from anywhere. So being able to work from anywhere is one of the biggest perks of becoming a freelancer. So I know a lot of us out there really have this dream that they can travel again and travel the world, and hopefully that'll happen in the future. Freelancing means that you do not have to say no to that post-pandemic trip because of a work schedule, which is awesome. And all you need is your laptop and an internet connection, and you can work from anywhere in the world. Also means that you get to work from home indefinitely. So you aren't wasting your productive hours on a long commute. You can walk down the hallway to your office, even in your bed, pull out your computer, and when you need to change scenery, all you can do is bring your laptop outside or sit at a coffee shop and change your location, and that is the lifestyle of a freelancer. Number 4, freelancing is a great way to supplement your income. So this one's obvious. One of the biggest advantages to becoming a freelancer is the money. So people have always taken the upside hustles to earn some extra cash. So whether you're freelancing part-time or making the leap full-time, freelancing is really the perfect way to boost your income. And there's really no ceiling to how much you can earn as a freelancer. It's really unlimited if you want to put in the effort. So how much you make as a freelancer is determined by 2 things: your rates, how much you're charging, and how much work you want to take on. And you have really control of both of these factors. Number 5. Business owners are turning to freelancers now more than ever. So you really want to hear something amazing? Hiring managers are 40% more likely to work with freelancers in 2020 compared to 2019. Why? There's a few reasons. For one thing, remote working brought on by one of these lockdown has been an eye-opening experience for everyone. Productivity didn't decrease. In fact, many companies report that their productivity levels actually have increased with staff working from home. Big companies and corporations like Facebook have helped normalize remote working. They've said that they'll include a lot of remote workers even in the future. So business owners have noticed this and many plan to do the same. So in short, the pandemic has broken the traditional in-person office model. Another factor is that freelance hires tend to increase during a recession. So when companies want to avoid fixed overheads, they'll fill resource gaps with freelancers. Additionally, the majority of these hiring managers are interested in building strategic partnerships with freelancers they like to work with. So they're not interested in finding someone for one-off jobs at low rates. They're looking for skills and talent, and there's no shortage of that in the freelance world, and businesses really do see this. Number 6, there is a low barrier to entry. It requires very little to get started as a freelancer. You need to be strategic, but you don't need tons of resources. Ultimately, you really just need to make a plan and stick to it. You need to start working, you need to find a support community, you don't need a fancy degree, you don't need office space, and you don't need some big IT system. You can get started with nothing but your laptop and internet connection and a motivation. So there's a lot of trial and error involved, but there are also a lot of great free resources to help you launch straight into a profitable business. Number 7, the 9-to-5 workday is a thing of the past. So COVID-19 has shaken things up for us as people, and people aren't as apprehensive about working remote anymore. So in fact, 62% of US managers think that the workforce will be remote working in the future. There is a new normal, yet people are starting to realize the following. You don't need to live in the same place as your employer. You don't need to be in an office setting to be productive. And remote collaboration is possible and can be effective everywhere. As workplaces become more flexible, freelancing opportunities are opening up all around the world. Number 8, freelancing lets you diversify your risk. So here's something to think about. If you work a traditional job and something unexpected happens or you get laid off, you've lost 100% of your income. Instead of having one employer, what if you had 10? So if something happened that would only account for a loss of 10% of your income, this loss might get mitigated when you take on another client. That's what freelancing is all about, diversifying your risk. Instead of putting all your eggs in one basket, you can develop your own portfolio of clients. So taking the leap into freelancing can be intimidating, especially if you're quitting your job full-time, but you really have control over your career. So as long as you put in the effort and you find clients and you maintain a steady workload, you can make it work for you. So in 2020, 73% of managers are continuing or increasing their freelance hires this year. It's really a great time to get started as a freelancer, whether it's full-time or part-time as a side gig. 2020 just might be the best time to start your freelancing career. So is this something that you've always wanted to do? What's the most appealing aspect of freelancing to you? Let me know down in the comments section below. I'd really like to hear your thoughts. And as always, please consider subscribing for more great tips on freelancing, making money online, and everything business. Thanks again, and I'll see you soon.